Welcome, Taylor, to the Box of Random podcast, where the fans are all wrong and the canon doesn't matter. So today we've got Broguen Beta!
She's back! The really talkative one.
Say something!
Hello, Internet. Taylor. Friend, but not
I
really.
was gonna say, their name is Taylor.
I know.
You're the one that named him this week, too.
I know.
You're bad.
Calling them by their last name, you
Taylor
meathead.
Internet.
That's
No.
right.
Taylor the Internet.
Taylor the Internet. Okay, so
That's not really. That would.
Taylor is
What if
the
there actually were somebody with the last name of the Internet?
We have,
Or their middle name was the and their last name was Internet.
I know, a boss and a manly.
Boss, baby. I want to see that.
That one looks weird.
That one looks. It looks so funny
So
though.
does Despicable Me 3.
Okay,
I've only seen one commercial for it.
There's only one commercial for it though.
Oh.
we all know this is Despicable Me 4.
Because
Minions. But they call it 3.
Spin-offs don't count, apparently.
Apparently.
Like usual, you know.
Spin-off are you talking about? Were you talking about
The
Minions?
Minions,
Okay. Just making sure, because you were like, the spin-offs don't count apparently, like what we said was wrong. Jerk.
Santa!
Don't be super
Pennies.
loud.
So-
We got No Man's Sky and Final Fantasy 15.
And I
Since yesterday.
got Sun and Moon.
But nobody cares about that. So
Except the
care.
ones that do.
oh my gosh. Okay. So just on a side note, Mega Evolutions are cruel. They are terrible, terrible, terrible things.
Not only did they rip off Digivolving, they
But
made it worse.
It makes Pokemon feel pain
Yeah.
and death.
Paris was
But not
telling
death.
us about this earlier, so I'll let him talk about it.
Oh, there's a YouTuber who does Pokemon stuff, and it's the J-Wits. And I usually don't watch him because, I don't know, he's not super interesting to me most of the time. But he was talking about some of the Pokedex entries for the Mega Evolutions that were added in Pokemon Sun and Moon. There are ones... Okay, so Lucario is this noble guy who fights for the people and the little guy and all that stuff.
Or
when-
Master, so on and so forth.
When he Mega evolves, he turns heartless and cruel and will bite at throats and rip their jaws off and heartless.
Which, and the
One of
really
them
bad
broke
thing
their
about that,
jaw.
like the really, really bad thing about that is that
Wait.
that happens because there is so much pain from Mega evolving that he just says, screw it, I'm killing everyone.
And then the Mega Gallier, the one that just opens its mouth and looks really stupid like all of them, he actually breaks his jaw. His jaw is broken and he can't even eat anymore.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about Pokemon, this is kind of related, but the Pokédex entry for Beware is just, yeah.
That's her favorite one right now.
Okay, yeah. The Pokédex entry, it's something along the lines of this. I can't remember the exact thing, but it's this Pokemon is known for breaking its trainer's spines by hugging them too tight.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, Delaney was telling me about that.
I know we talked about this before, how there is several different canons for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, the Pokedex is not the same.
I think that was actually in our first episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Pokedex is not the same universe as the games or the anime. Like,
They're all different dimensions, in my opinion.
well,
Just
they...
Pokemon dimensions.
Different canons, anyways.
Yeah, whatever. You
They-
can't see, but I'm nodding my head.
The whole Tyranitar can destroy mountains, and Cubone wearing its mother's skull thing in the Pokedex could be, but in the games, Cubones hatch with skulls on their head. And it's like, that's not how eggs work. Also, Kangaskhan's are born with babies.
That,
in the
sounds-
games. And the games are...
Yeah.
Okay, that's just
So I just
wrong.
got the Pokédex entry for Beware up for Sun and Moon, and they are different across games. For those of you that don't know that, and for those of you that don't know what Beware is, it looks like a white bear that wears pink pajamas, like always.
No, it's pink and black. There isn't very much. It's a pink bear with black
Oh,
and a white
overalls.
headband.
okay. Well, so
You're bad at it.
the entry for it for Sun is this immensely dangerous Pokemon possesses overwhelming physical strength. Its habitat is generally off limits. And then the one for Moon is
is
this
the one I heard
Pokemon
of.
has the habit of hugging its companions. Many trainers have left this world after their spines were squashed by its hug.
I learned the entry on Moon, so that's the one I was talking about. I actually didn't know that the entries were different. So
They have been since Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
for a second I thought you said skull and silver.
Said
Pokemon
skull and silver.
Team Skull are idiots.
Where you
I want
Pirates
them
on-
to die.
Pirates on Treasure Island, Skulls and Silver.
Oh.
I want Team Skull
Deadman
to die.
Tails.
Bang!
Tanner, kill Team
And
Skull
see, that
for me.
spike right there is why I'm glad I have finally figured out compressors.
And editing.
Yeah, so for those of you who are into editing and know about this stuff, you may have noticed that I wasn't using a compressor on the episode, so on our previous episodes. So, but I looked into it a little bit more, and so now I can properly. So this one probably sounds a lot better for people who actually pay attention to that stuff.
I
But
can tell.
I can't tell. It sounds the same to me.
Eh.
So yesterday, I was talking with Hannah, and she was like, "Does my makeup look good?" And I'm like, "I don't know. All makeup looks the same to me. Bad." And she was like, "Wow." And I'm like,
that was rude.
I hate
It
makeup.
all looks the same to me. Horrible.
Well, I said, except for yours, it looks okay for makeup. But I'm not the person to be asking because I hate makeup. I refuse to wear it.
Face paint.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, makeup is such a rude name for it. Like, you're wearing something to
Yeah.
make up for your ugly.
I never thought of it like that.
Broguen, you need to quiet
Oh,
down.
good
You are
goodness.
spiking the audio so bad.
Broguen!
I'm sorry.
Tanner keeps trying to
Stop
fix it, and the moment he fixes it, it goes back up.
Maybe it was a bad idea to have her the closest one to the mic.
That's why you should have let me have that chair, which is
It
the
was
furthest
her
chair.
idea. She did it without
No,
permission.
Avery put
Yeah.
the chair here.
You did it without permission. Well, if you carried it like I told you how to, you wouldn't have had to have him help. I was trying to help and she was ignoring me. Like you do.
I am hurt, so it's hard to carry a chair.
I'm a join. Is it picking me up? I can't tell. My voice is really soft.
Yeah, it's kind of picking you up.
It's barely
Louder.
picking you up.
Okay, well, I
He's-
want to make a point and then I'll leave.
No, you won't.
I'll
He's lying.
try to, anyway.
I'll just edit this out anyway.
Okay, so you guys were talking about how Mega Evolution was so painful that it made
Oh.
Lucario.
Just, Mega Salamence, the thing I hate with a burning passion, will actually turn on its trainers and eat them. Continue.
How it makes Lucario the noble Pokemon. That's not its actual Pokedex name.
But that's basically what it is.
Turn into like this heartless fiend. That's not only because it's extremely
scoundrel.
physically painful, because it's reshaping his body.
It's
Ow.
also, like,
It's also emotionally painful because you're shoving the souls of thousands of dead Lucarios into your Lucario.
maybe. That's
No.
that's the theory in the Pokemon universe that the professors have at the moment.
No, because the super weapon in Pokemon
Yeah,
Y,
that's still
X and
the
Y.
professor's theory.
I thought
That's
that the
Also,
big Z guy confirmed
like-
that. Or what was his name?
it's
Stuff.
still people lie like in games. People take everything any character says as canon or any myth in the universe as canon to the series, and it's like, guys, people get things wrong, people lie, people
Yeah.
make up crap to get some attention.
So,
in games too.
So, I was talking to my friends about Sun and Moon, and I was talking about the professor.
Sun and moon.
The professor is just,
No.
he's special.
The
The professor's special. And so, I was talking to my friends about it, and I was like, when they do an anime for this, which they told me that they did, but I don't
Yes,
believe them.
Pokemon Sun
they
and
did?
Moon is
they
out.
They did it? They really
Yeah.
did? That it hasn't been out for very long. Okay, anyways, I said
She only
they're gonna
watches
have
on Netflix.
so much fun
I
with
hate
the
the art style.
professor.
I
They're
hate the
gonna
art style
love
so
doing
much.
stuff with the professor. 'cause
But on the
I
bright
mean-
side, the Alola region is doomed.
I know.
Quiet.
Let me say it. I'm going to claim up with this. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to tell you
think I may have to
why
flip
the
it and
Alola
restart this
region is doomed. It's because...
She keeps getting closer to the mic too.
It's because...
You're terrible. You are a.
Stop!
You-
It's because
you
even
are-
after you defeat the evil, Absol is one of the most common things that will appear. Absol is the sign of death.
And destruction and cataclysmic.
It's basically
events.
a bad
even
omen.
though you
Which-
finished the beating the bad people, I guess. Yeah, let's go with that.
Big
The
bad
Absol.
The big bad people.
The-
Fear me, we are big men people. Fear me, we are big men people. Fear me, we are big men people.
Absols still appear. They're super common, and it's like, Alola, you're dead. You're gonna die.
Okay, Absol isn't the herald of destruction. He's the herald of preventable destruction.
Yeah.
This is true.
True. But it's
Also,
not
they're
even
based on Hawaii,
where
so they're
the-
all gonna die.
where they're
Volcanic eruptions.
where it is.
Actually, the
is
islands are made of
the
ash, so they just fall into the
Absols.
ocean
They
after
don't
a
even
couple thousand
appear
years.
on the mountains because that's
Okay.
where they live. They just in the middle of towns.
But Broguen, you are a studio manager's worst nightmare.
You keep getting closer and closer and louder and louder. See, she just peaked it again.
Okay. What would make it worse is if she were wearing like
One of those
ticking
headset
or
mics.
jangling jewelry. If she were to do that, then it would be no bueno,
The worst.
no gringo.
No gringo. Okay.
Can you tell I don't speak Spanish?
No
yes.
hable español.
And yes, I know what a gringo is. Don't worry.
I don't.
No hable española. I just added O to all
No,
the English words.
I got an FO. Okay, so I'm not sure who would be interested in this, but this is like totally unrelated to what we were like talking about. This is like something.
It's like a nickel.
Oh wow!
Sorry, I started laughing.
This
Continue.
is
I was
a
thinking of
nickel
something
derailing
that
our
Aiden
train of
told me.
thought.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it is. So
Oh, okay.
Continue.
So I have become aware. So I've become aware of a program called ACX, Audiobook Creation Exchange. So what it is Amazon has their Kindle self-publishing
sponsored.
program. Yeah, no, this is just for. If
I wish
you-
we were sponsored.
That would be
I
so
know.
cool.
Then we would
Continuing.
have money.
But this is just to raise awareness for it because I think it's a really cool program.
Yeah.
So what it is authors can get on and say, I have a book for people to narrate for an audiobook. And then narrators, actors, voice actors, whoever wants to do it, can get on, upload an audition, which is normally a piece from their work. It's just a small excerpt from their work that you can read and record it, send it into them as an audition, and then they can and then the author can decide who they want, who auditioned to narrate their audiobook.
Best narrator I've ever heard who is the reader for Serpentide.
Yeah.
Underrated series, underrated reader. He's so good. If I get my book turned into an audiobook, I want him to read it. He's the best.
Yeah.
He was
Look up
really
Serpentide. It's a great book. If I could only have one book for the rest of my life, it would be Serpentide.
That would not be my choice.
Yes, I know, but it's so good.
But it's his choice, and that's what we're talking about.
Me, my, mo, mum.
What?
What?
I was talking to me.
She did it again. It's like she can't go 5 seconds without. She keeps leaning even closer to the mic every time.
Okay, so I was debating, and
Maybe we
so
should start
I said,
filming this to put on YouTube.
I said, me, my, mo, mum, and he was like, what? Fee, fi, fo, fum. Is what I said, like, after he was like, wait, what?
I will crush your head and turn it into crumbs.
Okay then, Parris. Okay.
Okay,
But,
now-
like, I kept saying, like, me, my, mo, mum, instead of fee, fi, fo, fum, because I was bored and talking to Baden.
You're
you
a
know?
puny earthling. I'll crush you with my thumb. What?
You couldn't see it, but I was giving you a weird look.
She's laughing so hard, no sound is coming out. She's just kind of like exhaling.
I don't want you on my podcast anymore.
For those of you wondering who the author of Serpentide is, it's
K.L. Fogg.
Karen L. Fogg.
Okay, yeah. Who's the reader? I can never
that a
remember.
boy or a
Find
girl?
It
well,
says
I haven't looked.
on every disc when it starts, it tells you who it's read by, and I can never
Narrated
remember
by.
his name,
No.
even though he is my favorite reader I've ever heard.
So, for those of you who
Lame.
haven't guessed by our previous episode, When Books Write Themselves, we are both very aspiring and sort of enthusiastic authors.
I am
Like, it goes
too.
off and on.
I like writing books and acting and singing, and I'm going off on a tangent, so I'll give it back
She
to Tanner.
chose drama over choir
Because she's a
and
freak.
brought
It's a
shame
musical.
upon our
We're doing a
family.
musical, so I'm practicing singing either way with the choir teacher. Anyways.
And peaking audio is her special talent. But seriously, shame.
I will gag her.
She brought shame
Please
to our
do.
family.
Okay.
It's a good thing we're not Chinese.
drama. Drama's
Well,
my
feudal
favorite. It's so much
Chinese.
fun. I love acting. It's fun.
I think that is my
that's
favorite
a new
sound effect.
ringtone.
Yeah. Okay, really go.
Okay, that takes some major editing.
Our waveforms disappeared, guys.
That's
Our,
kind of scary. Wait, just a sec.
Phantom Power.
Yeah, there's a lot of editing going down there. You know-
It's Avery's fault.
You know when Avery covered her mouth and made the best sound effect? Either he covered up too much, or he did, or Broguen just got scared or startled. But she couldn't breathe for a little bit, and she screamed. As soon as he let go Like, when she was totally fine and could breathe again, she screamed.
The wave file was just this.
It was completely full for several seconds.
I was scared for my life, and it wasn't even my fault. She peeked it again! Have you ever growled like that and your teeth start buzzing?
It doesn't matter if she's happy or sad. She just can't not peek it.
It's a talent to be loud.
I'm just gonna leave the cursor right there so I can just click it every time she does that.
It's gonna click a lot.
Yeah. Alright.
So, that was...
So,
Okay.
audiobook exchange and Serpentide. ACX.com, I'll link to them.
Audible
Just 'cause
doesn't have Serpentine.
Apple doesn't what?
Audible.
Oh, Audible.
doesn't have Serpentine.
No, if you want the Audible Serpentide, it's
Audiobook.
whatever.
They're synonymous.
It's Band-Aid.
They
It's like a
almost are.
Band-Aid. So if you want that, you actually have to go on Amazon or to a bookstore or whatever.
And get this weird physical copy thing that
And
It's
all-
on discs.
You need a CD player.
It's kind of disgusting.
I
It's an old
think
antiquated technology.
It means
It's a little bit more advanced than a record player, but
compressed demons. Captured demons. It's
Captured
it's
demons.
captured demons that they force into
They're
these
part of our
little-
love pentagram.
little discs, and as you run the needle along, they scream, but to us, it sounds like they're reading the book. It's super cool.
Wait, they're screaming?
Well,
Pain.
they're not screaming, they're just yelling at you because they're angry that you trapped them and they can't kill any more people.
So they start telling stories about their life.
they're like Magitech.
Huh?
What? Spoilers!
For a
That was
different
obvious.
series.
Now it hurts when I breathe.
Spoilers.
There's a lot of series where it's like...
It's your fault.
There was a thing I was thinking of that their technology... Oh, okay.
Final Fantasy IX.
A lot of things.
They didn't have really Magitech.
They had the Mist tech, which was basically the same thing.
No,
How
because
you
the mist
King
was what
Paris.
created the monsters.
And then the Bartimus trilogies.
Paris has become king of all tape.
Trilogy. Had
Paris is now king of
all
all
their
tape.
magic is summoning. But
Bow down before him.
their only magic is contracts and capturing
No,
these
you can't take
different
off your crown.
spirits and demons and creatures.
Oh yeah.
But they act
King of tape.
like
You can't take off your tape crown.
they have magic powers, but they don't.
I read like the first chapter of that book, and then I didn't read the rest of it for some reason. I think I didn't have the access to the book for whatever reason. But I've been trying to find what that one was called forever.
I liked it. One of the things is the main character and the one who's telling the story has multiple layers of consciousness. And so through the book, it has little footnotes. And you keep making noise. It has little footnotes in a lot of places where it shows other things he's thinking while he's telling the story. It's pretty great.
Oh, there's something like that, like, in the Red Pyramid, like the Kane Chronicles, I think.
Yeah.
It's called. Okay.
Where
Yeah, we're
they
reading
just
that
make
at
the
school.
sword appear.
Freaking, there's
We're reading
one
that
time.
at school, and we aren't very far in the first book, so don't spoil it for me. If
There's
you've read
one
it.
time-
But
Hold on.
wait, like in that book, like every once in a while, like it makes it sound like they're telling the story, and like every once in a while they'll whisper to each other, like "Shut up, Sadie," or something like that.
Yeah. There was one point where his thoughts got interrupted, and it's like, I want to know what he was gonna say. And it was like, the character that interrupted him, I hate you all of a sudden. I wanted to hear what he was saying.
Oh gosh.
Like, nothing else they did in the whole series mattered. Because that one point where they interrupted him and just made it so I'll never know what he was going to say.
Thor! Sorry,
Okay,
I just had to.
I think Turner's gonna hate me and Broguen by the end of editing.
the bad lip reading for Star Wars has that part where Yoda's singing, and they made a full song for it.
It
And
is so great.
the greatest. I love it so much.
Sickles.
It is.
Stop it now! I didn't mean to do that again.
Be careful, guys. Copyrights are a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Only a
we
little.
didn't use enough of the... First off, we didn't use their audio, so it's under free
And
use.
so, that's
And
covered.
secondly, even if we had, we used little enough of it that it could have been that it's under free use.
Yeah.
It's under free use as long as you don't go
Parody
over a
is
certain
free
amount of time.
speech.
I guess we're not
Yeah.
talking about Disney, so it's okay.
Oh my gosh.
But you just said it!
No Disney stuff. What?
Well, it's
They
Disney now. I mean,
Bad lip reading isn't Disney.
No,
but Star Wars is.
Star Wars is, but not bad lip
Yeah,
reading.
Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader are Disney princes.
That was my favorite thing about them
Ew.
buying Star Wars.
That is the best.
That's disgusting.
And
But that makes
Leia's
Kylo Ren a Disney prince too.
And Leia's a
Gross.
Disney princess with her bun head. And
Yuck.
I always hated that hairstyle.
Yeah.
I don't get why people like that.
It's
Like
so
C-3PO.
awful. C-3PO is...
Whatever.
So
Terrible.
this is like the common thing in our. Well, I'm not sure if it's in our family or just us specifically, but we never really minded Jar Jar. It was C-3PO that was really annoying.
We
He's so
despise him.
dumb.
You know,
I
don't even
will
really
never
like Star
understand
Wars,
why
but-
people like him.
D4QP was much better.
Lego Star Wars.
Lego, the Lord of the Rings.
But
You said
So-
Lego, so I could do that.
Everyone watch ReZero. I want to talk about it. And finish 15 so I can talk about that too.
I haven't beat Sun and Moon.
What's the grace
but-
period? Like
but
a month?
Our cousin Delaney,
I don't know.
it goes until Christmas.
our cousin
The
Delaney, she has
there is no
completed
spoilers on the
Pokédex
internet from Final
in
Fantasy
Moon
15 until
and
Christmas.
beat Moon.
Well, not
So-
supposed to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
battle.
the
she's good
unofficial
at Pokemon games.
agreement between
So
everyone.
Animal
Fans.
Crossing. Animal Crossing
Yuck.
is fun.
Play Harvest Moon. Not Rune Factory. Play Rune Factory. It
Oh,
needs
yeah.
more love.
Rogue One came out, and none of us are gonna see it for like ever.
I'll see it on Redbox.
Yeah.
Star Wars is one of those things where you just have to watch it because it's such a big part of culture. But I never
I
got
don't
into
like
it.
Star Wars.
I really like Star Wars.
You're gross.
Except for the 7th and I haven't seen Rogue One, but the 7th one it was such a disappointment. I'm not sure if I want to see Rogue One. Like Kylo Ren was just not a compelling villain.
Or interesting, or likable, or charismatic, or threatening. After to
No one
the
in Star Wars is
audience, he
likable.
wasn't threatening
Yeah.
anymore. He turned whiny, and he barely killed anyone, and he's following orders, and
If
Aren't
Snoke
bad
is
guys
not
supposed to follow other people's orders?
if Snoke is not like the best
What the heck is
villain
that?
ever, I will not forgive the
Snoke is
post
big,
trilogy.
scary one.
I don't know
It
what that
is.
Okay, if he's not Jar Jar Binks is his master.
I agree. Okay, we will
He has
provide a link in
evil
the
yellow
description.
eyes.
But there is a YouTube video by
Loxton.
Loxton, I guess.
He's been going by his Loxton now because he's trying to not be just a show, be a YouTuber like Peanut Butter Gamer or MadPad or
I
stuff.
like Peanut Butter Gamer.
Yes, you do.
I watch
Almost
videos
as much
of
as Pippin.
So, but he has a
Duck and
full
Puff.
40-minute episode on why Jar Jar Binks is actually the intended Sith Lord. And yes, I know it sounds like a long time, and it is. And I know that a lot of you are just going to be like, oh no, that's stupid, and just not even going to watch it. But
I've watched it like 3 times and enjoyed it every time.
he does have a lot of really good points, and he does address people's arguments. So if you're not sure about the Jar Jar Binks theory, but you're curious about it, then go check him out in the description below.
Also, if you really want to annoy one of your friends who won't shut up about Star Wars, just say Jar Jar Binks is Sith Lord.
Make that a thing.
Please make that a thing. I will be so happy if that is a thing. I've been trying to get that to be a thing for a while now, and I just haven't had a way to spread it widely. And everybody who I talk to hates it.
Leave, Avery.
So yeah. So I just randomly I'll just yell Jar Jar Binks is Sith Lord, and everybody just glares at me.
They just kind of groan. Like, he's
So-
at it again,
I
ruining
like
Star
Lord of the
Wars.
Rings, and I
So,
don't like
you
Star
haven't
Wars
said it-
or Harry Potter.
Please join me. I haven't said it at home for a long time.
You
But I
haven't
have
said
said
it-
it at school
Oh.
recently. I yelled it at Avy.
You should.
But-
See? Isn't that
Well, you
Avery?
should say it when Kaylee's
Evie.
around, Tanner.
Does she like Star Wars?
Yeah, she's super into Star Wars. She saw the midnight premiere of Rogue One.
Ew.
Yeah.
I think we went to one of those... No, it was Batman we went to with our friends.
Okay.
Not all of us, but me and
Yeah.
my older...
I didn't go.
Me and the older children who aren't
So,
children anymore.
We
who
are
adults.
up to half an hour. I'm not sure if there's going to be a part 2.